Hey guys, I'm jumping in here at the start to let you know that this episode has a few technical difficulties. I want to apologize in advance. I thought I was recording and I was not. And our backup recording, well, it's missing Ian's audio, so Pickles will be silent for the first hour and 15 minutes. I have put up text when Pickles would be speaking, summarizing what he was saying. As a result, well, the first chunk of visuals won't match 100% either, because our backup recording doesn't have the visuals. I recorded a rough reenactment afterwards, but the PNG tuber will be way off today. As well, the map will also be off. Regardless, I hope you enjoy. Yeah. Bye!
Me too.
All right.
Yeah, boys.
I think so.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
Katie, if you could recap for these.
What happened?
What happened? What happened? To be perfectly frank, I think most of what happened was you continued at the party and came downstairs, followed the people down here. Now you're fighting.
No, yeah. I'm trying to think of how to do this as Creek.
Yeah.
Here. Yeah. Okay. This is definitely gonna be like she's writing in her. Yeah. Okay. So this is kind of like future Creek context. She's like she's back in the room and in like in the dim light at night. You see her take out a moss-covered book, and she starts writing in it the past events of her adventure. And it reads, "As we continue on in the party, we notice that the group that centered around in the garden, including one of the leaders of the what's the name? Again, it's the rat gang.
River rats.
River rats, thank you.
Oh, good.
The gang of rats.
The rat people. Actually, there are rat people, but she is not a rat person. She is just a river rat.
No, she's just a river rat. She's just misrepresented. It wasn't me, a rat person. Anyway, okay. The leader of the river rats. Included in that group is Lucius, the interesting fellow that Vaz is acquainted with, as well as the person the party is meant for. They continue to talk about summoning something quite dangerous. And they continue on and then go into cellar. I jump down casually, as you do, to follow them, but I'm swiftly stopped by the guards. Bastard tried to help me to dissuade the guard, to distract them, but they had a very keen eye. Could not get by. Thankfully, previously, Nash and Pickles have found a way to get into the cellar, through the kitchen. So we continue forward, the whole gang afoot, to figure out what is going on in said basement. After some eavesdropping, it seemed that Lucius, silly little man that he is, decided to summon some interesting creatures. Definitely do not recommend fooling around with dark powers such as these. So we burst open the door to stop some terrible things from happening. And now we find ourselves in a scramble. Some interesting creatures, as well as Lucius himself. Hoping he doesn't summon anything untoward again. And she closes the book a bit, I think.
All right. So that more or less covers it. Again, yeah, you guys are in the basement fighting some critters, and as we hit back to the start of the round, we're going to introduce Vaz into the situation. As Vaz, you were upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, everybody gets a hero point. Creek, you get 2.
Hey, yo!
Okay, so I'm upstairs, and from what I remember of being filled in from what happened last time, Bastard is with me?
Yes, and Bastard,
Okay.
I believe, has started, panicking. I think Pickle sent Bastard a message. Yes, so Bastard has started wriggling and writhing in, your grasp, going...
All right, then. Vaz will look around for a moment. You can see she's trying to figure out what to do. And then she will sort of nod to herself, put Bastard down, and say, our responsibilities are up here. Let's go. And we're going to go try and find Ryu real quick with the Hurricane Hawks.
All right. We're going to do Theater of the Mind for this because I don't really want to switch maps when combat's happening, but...
Completely fair.
Yeah. So, sure enough, you do find Ryu. He's hanging out by the big dining table. You are in the main room where we left you. So, yeah, easy enough to find him. You get up to him. He's, eating cheese.
Hell yeah. She's going to draw in... close to him in the way that people do when they're trying to talk and not make it look apparent that there's something wrong. Ryu, darling, I fear that there may be some commotion happening, and it would probably be prudent to see if we can get your band to lead an evacuation of the premises.
What? What's going on? What commotion?
I think our host may have invited some unsavory sorts in the basement, and there's a bit of a kerfuffle. The rest of my party are down there, and I'm getting some messages that it's not going well. And I would hate for there to be too much bloodshed if something should go awry.
Okay, I'm going to get you to roll a persuasion check.
Yes. Where am I? There I am. Am I stupid? I'm not seeing persuasion.
Oh, diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Okay. I was
that's on me. That's on me. I've been doing this for so long. I praised it that they made it diplomacy instead of persuasion, so there's not a bunch of P skills all stuck together.
And I forgot. I've been playing Baldur's Gate, and persuasion is my thing. So
100%.
I get you.
Diplomacy. 16. One moment. That's not what I meant to open. I meant to open this. Okay. So he looks a little perplexed for a second, but he looks into your eyes and sees that you're being pretty serious, and he reads that, and he nods and goes, all right, I'll see who I can get out of here. I'll alert the others.
And if you could do me one more favor, because I fear time is of the essence and I am needed, could you send perhaps someone else from your team after you've gotten everyone out down to help us? Berseria, maybe.
Of course.
Thank you, darling. You're a peach.
He nods, and immediately He doesn't run, but he speed walks. It looks like he's not trying to cause a fuss, but also move as quickly as he could.
Mm-hmm. And Vaz will pick up Bastard so he doesn't have to waddle behind her downwards, and we're going to head to the basement.
All right. And that will be your turn, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. This tiny little gremlin is causing problems. He's being a problem. He is a problem. And if I can find his sheet, there it is. He is going to pull up his little maul and try and slam it down on Creek's foot here.
My foot! Let's go.
But you like slip your foot out of the way as it like slams onto the ground. He pulls it back up and tries to hit it again, whack-a-mole style.
Doing a little jig. Dodging.
Misses again, and you see him like stamp his little feet and go as he pulls it up again and tries to slam it down.
What a goofus.
A goober. Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's still a like he had to roll real high on that one. He's just like
shoot.
slam, 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 slam. He's just is missing.
Why are you so angry?
He's going slam, 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 slam. It's just not working.
Calm down. It's not that serious.
Nash.
Okay, let's see here. We've got this little jerk in the doorway who is harassing Creek, so I think that's the one we're going to focus on first. Let me see here. Let me get what I need on my sheet open. There we go. Okay, so we're going to devise a stratagem as a free action because my lead is in pursuit. So let's try this with a whip strike. Make sure that box is checked. Alright, 22 on that Vexkit, whatever the thing is, the one right in front of Creek.
Yes, that is in fact a hit.
Perfect.
So as you're like, as it's stomping its feet, and you like come up behind and give it a good old whip, and he basically whips it in two as it like comes apart, and there's a little splatter of blood and goes.
Lovely. Well then, excuse me, and he's gonna try to slip past the others and move in here.
I guess it's a whip, so it's non-lethal, but he still falls to the ground. Maybe not in half. It's a whip.
He knocked out. I got him square between the eyes. What appear to be
got him
several
right
eyes, if I'm seeing that image correctly.
Yes, he's got 6 eyes. 6 eyes.
Okay, so then action number 2, gonna move on in here. It's not, and I may still be using like D&D terms, so forgive me for this, but it's not considered like difficult terrain moving through allies, correct?
Yeah, not through allies, and through enemies, you need to tumble through.
Gotcha. I knew there was something different about it in here, I just couldn't remember what, but they're friends anyway, so I just slipped through like the shadow I am, and let me turn off my stratagem, because I only get to do that once per turn. I'm going to go ahead and take that multi-attack penalty. I'm going to go after the Nuglove this time, and let me, there we go. Okay, remember that targeting is a thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, unfortunately, you go to whip it, and it like kind of skirts out of the way and like turns its big eyes to you and going.
Charming. All right, that's me.
Yep, Scrag, you're up.
Scrag am prepared for violence. Alright. Scrag am prepared for violence. Has Scrag hunted prey on one of these guys? I don't recall.
Yeah.
Yes, that was an issue. Okay, so I'm gonna hunt prey on the Vexit.
Yes.
Vexgit, excuse me.
All good.
And I'm gonna give him a little, that's one action. And for my second action, I'm finally gonna use that twin takedown thing I've been trying to figure out how to use. So I get to attack twice, I think.
Yes, now that you've hunted prey, yep.
Huzzah! Violence. Sorry, I didn't target it.
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't know if
mess,
we're-
though.
Darn. Okay. Target. Please hit it. That's a 19.
Yes, that is a hit.
Chop. That's 5 points of damage. Not great, but at least I did something. And I am going to encourage my little Gert, to that with my last action. So my minion gets 2 movements, or 2 actions rather. Just trying to find my minion sheet. Why am I calling her my minion? I don't know.
Mechanically, it's similar.
Okay, so she gets to attack with her jaws.
Yeah,
For-
unfortunately, that's a miss.
And I don't think Gertie benefits from my hunt prey, so I'm just gonna do the normal attack.
Yes, she does not.
Okay.
Unless it specifically is a skill that says that. But no, it's nimbly bouncing out of the way, going. No.
It's not twin takedown that I was thinking about. It's just so she would have gotten a plus 2 to that second attack, but it wouldn't have mattered. Still
No.
would have missed.
Yeah, nowhere near the AC for either of those.
Yeah, I'm not rolling great so far, but could I hero point the bite, please? Is that an
Sure.
option?
I mean, yes, it
Cool.
will use your hero point, but
I've never used my hero point for Gertie before. I basically wanted to confirm that I can actually do that, but I'll roll
Yeah.
again. Oh, baby!
yeah, there we go. There we go. Crit,
That would
crit,
be a
crit.
critical hit. Really? Okay. That's 8 points of damage.
Yep.
Hopefully it didn't like that.
Yeah, you
Your
rolled
innards will have
a
the outer. Sorry.
yes. You rolled a 2 on the D8. So,
Yeah, it happens.
but yes, yeah, she takes a little nibble out of his armor. And it is now Creek's turn.
All right, excellent. Let's see here. How's that little guy in front of Scrag looking?
He is oozing a bit. Like this, like
Ooh,
kind of sparkly green ooze is starting to come out of his exo armor. It's an
that's an interesting
exoskeleton.
fluid. That's
Yeah.
a very interesting fluid that's coming out of him.
Yeah,
Okay,
green and sparkly.
A little oozy. All right, cool, got it.
The gremlins are fey, so they are strange.
Goofy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do hunt prey on that little guy in front of Scrag. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my hunter's bow.
Heck yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, that is a hit.
Nice. All right, cool. Bonk.
Give him a good old bonk.
Ooh, nice.
Damage. It like takes the arrow like right through its chest. And it comes out the other side and more of this green ooze is kind of coming out of it.
Like a gusher. Oh my gosh.
And he's going.
Silence. I'll attack once more. Oh. Yeah. Oop, that ain't gonna do it.
That one goes wide.
Alright, no worries. I'll do it. Creek's gonna stand still.
All right. So this little Vexit is kind of bleeding out. It's holding its chest, and then it points at Scrag your weapons and goes. And he tries to do something a little weird. Let's see if it works. 25. Didn't actually mark it as an attack, but he like reaches out and this like magic kind of goes around your main gulch that you have.
He's using hatchets right now.
Sorry, what are you using?
I'm gonna. You don't have to counterspell this one. If it's messing with his weapons, Scrag is probably the guy here who needs his weapons the least.
Sure.
Oh, sorry.
I think, yeah, you have to roll for that. Okay, this is kind of weird because it's not really a spell. It's the creature's ability, but it uses its spell attack. Okay, secret check. Is it using your identification skill? Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, you recognize this as like primal fey magic, but you're not quite sure what it is. And this fey magic, yeah, wraps around your weapon, Scrag, and starts to rust it. As your weapon takes 4 points of damage. Not you, your weapon.
Scrag lowers his eyelids and then kind of just flexes his claws a bit and just makes eye contact with this thing.
Yeah, and as you do that, he goes and scampers.
What you expect, man?
He scampers. Pickles. Okay.
She's all girded out.
She's all girded up. Sounds good. Gotcha. Lucius. He looks at Scrag and points a finger. Goes. Starts muttering a spell. Oop. Yes. Does that
Speak
not-
up, Scrag cannot hear you.
Okay, I do have to target, I think. I thought it was a save. It is not a save, I don't think. Wait, is it not? Come on.
It looks like a save.
You need to make a will save, Scrag.
Okay, I did select the token. Let's try this again. Come on, Gregory. Big balls.
Yeah, critical success. So you start to feel like this sense of dread come over you, and you recognize this as fake magical fear, and you shake it off.
Whatever he tries to conjure as Scrag's fear, there is another vision immediately after of Scrag just ripping his throat out with his teeth.
Yeah, you just you shake it off, and seeing that it doesn't affect you at all, Lucius pulls a hand up, and this purple greenish shield appears in front of him as he casts shield on himself. And that is his turn.
The
And
weird
Nubglub.
man gave Scrag a funny picture show.
The Nubglub has turned its attention to Nash as it comes in, and it opens its jaws wide, showing off its vast many teeth. And it tries to chomp on you. And that's a hit. That's damage.
That's a big chomp.
And it's going to use its next action to use its grab ability. So as it chomps into you, it also wraps its arms around your leg. The monster automatically grabs the target until the end of the monster's next turn. The creature is grabbed. You are held in place. Can I just grab this and put it on here? Maybe I'll just put it in the chat and then I'll grab it from there. Aha. So it wraps its arms around you. You can't. And then, yeah, he grabs you. Jumps and grabs you. That is its turn, I think, actually. It is holding on for dear life.
So is this essentially is this essentially like a grapple, I'm stuck here with this thing on me?
Yeah, basically you are grabbed, which means that you are off guard.
Oh, I see my things now. I see them. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
You're off guard and immobilized, and you can escape it on your turn by you doing the escape action. And if you do anything with the manipulate trait, so attack or anything, you must first succeed a flat check of 5. So you got to get more than a 5 on a dice.
Okay. Sick.
Cool. Anyways, Vaz, you now have started to make your way to the hatch. You, out of the corner of your eye, you see Ryu start to get people to come out. You see Basara start to head downstairs, or she starts heading around the outside of the house towards where you would imagine another door is. And you know that everybody else went down to the cellar through the kitchen.
All right, then. We are going to make our way down there. And, sorry, just trying to figure out where the heck I am.
Yeah, you're over in like the corner here. I put you at the top of the stairs in the.
Okay, so are we going to just functionally say that I'm there at the start of this turn?
Yeah, we'll say that you're there at the start of this turn, so you have a turn to do. But you're at the top of the stairs, so.
Yeah. Question. For the purposes of combat, is what the heck is it called? I just had it. Dismissing a spell, is that an action?
That is an action.
Okay.
So if you cast a spell and then to dismiss the spell, it's another action.
Okay. So.
Excuse me. Mm-hmm.
All right. Just because I want the cool entrance, I'm probably not going to get to fight this turn. Vaz comes in. She dismisses the glamour on her outfit, so she's back in her normal fighting gear. And she comes in. We'll do the 25 foot of movement. And then if I can get here.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're going to do a quip and say, I know some people may think it's a faux pas to be fashionably late, but not as much of a social faux pas as inviting Lucius Bloody Pierce to your party.
He looks offended.
Be better. And that's going to be my turn, pretty much.
Perfect. I love it. It's great. Good. Nash, it's your turn.
Worth a turn.
Nash, you have a monster chomped onto your leg, wrapped around your leg.
Okay, sorry, I was memeing. Okay, so I need to do an escape action, it sounds like, to shake this weird little thing off of me. Okay,
Yeah.
so...
To do an escape check, you must attempt the check, which is acrobatics or athletics. Or you can try to hit it to get it off. It doesn't do damage if you do the unarmed attack, but...
Okay, so unarmed attack, modifier, or acrobatics, or athletics. Okay, let me strategize this just a little bit. What am I working with here? Oh, sorry. Okay. That's a +6. That's a +4. What's the other one? That's a +7. That sounds good. I think I'm gonna hit the thing.
All right.
Oh, wait, hang on. Okay, double checking that it wasn't trying to strategize that. Okay. Yes. Unarmed attack to hit this thing.
All right. So, 17. You hit down on it and it lets go. You're letting out a gap. And so you are no longer any of these things.
Okay.
Oh,
So
it's
that
my grab.
was... That was action number 1. I'm already slightly regretting how I did that. I should have just gone for the acrobatics or athletics because I do now want to actually attack this thing.
Yes, and the multiple attack penalty does apply.
That's okay.
So, to be honest, I think it applies even if you did the athletics.
If it did
acrobatics.
that, okay. Well, then that makes sense, and that makes me feel a little bit better. But yeah, we're still gonna try to whip this thing. 1 second. Boom.
There's a dog scratching at my door.
No.
He wants
Also-
lunch.
Also, if anyone hears loud buzzing sounds, it's GoFest, and I'm not sorry. That's my Go Plus doing its job. Okay, that is... 1 second, I need to read something real quick. Okay, so the escape action, it counts as using an attack, so I know it's going to be the multiple attack penalty, but
Yes.
it does not count as a strike, does it?
Does not count. Well,
What's the difference between a strike and an attack? I guess is what I'm asking.
yeah. I'm not. What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to attack it, and I want to know if the devise a stratagem is going to apply because it is.
I will say the devise a stratagem will work here. It's just it will be at the first multiple attack penalty.
Okay. Because it says here, you may make this substitution only for, like, doing the intelligence roll instead. Only for the first strike you make against the creature this round, not any subsequent attacks. But it also says, like, once I do this, then, like... Hold on, let me see.
It's a little fussy.
It is. Because it says when I use this, if I strike a chosen creature later this round. So I'm thinking, like, if I use it now, then this is my first strike after using it. I don't know. I'm gonna let that be your call. Can I strategize or no strategize?
I'll say we can just strategize.
Okay.
It's a little wishy-washy because technically you have struck it with your hand, but
yeah,
whatever.
I'm just like, I don't know what the difference between, like, I know there are multiple actions that count as attacks, but I don't know what the difference between, like, a capital S strike and, like, any other attack.
Regardless, you hit it.
Huzzah! Okay.
Do some damage onto it. Give it a good old, as it's like trying to like rub this little sore spot on its head. You whip at it, and it like, ah!
Try keeping your hands to yourself next time. What accent was that I just used? I don't know. Anybody listening, if you can't tell, I'm ill. I'm doing my best.
Man got hit so hard he would turn British.
I don't.
Perfect.
Katie,
I don't know what accent I've been using for Nash. It wasn't that one, but
Got cocked right into Cockney.
I
no.
guess. Okay. I have one action left. Am I ballsy enough for multiple attack penalty -10?
That's you just hit it now.
Okay, yeah. What else would I like to do? Do I need to move anywhere?
Moving is rarely a bad thing in this game.
Yeah. Because attack of opportunity is not like a universal thing.
No. Some things have it, some things have other reactionary skills, but also they're changing it to reactive strike instead of attack of opportunity.
Which honestly makes more sense.
Because it's a strike on your reaction.
Where do I want to go? Okay, so that thing was kind of nasty. I kind of want to distance myself from it. I'm going to use the right tool, and then I'm going to I'm gonna move myself right here, so now I'm whip distance from either one of them if I need to.
All right. As you start to move.
Oh, I just realized that, like, I also just stepped inside the green thing. The obvious big glowy green thing. Whatever. It's
as you move, the little critter reaches out and tries to grab your kneecap. I need you to. So it needs to make an athletics, and then versus. But I think it misses. Let's have it versus your reflex save. Your reflex is 18. It only rolled a 15. So it narrowly scratches by your leg as you like fly by.
What did I say? All right, that's me.
Yep, it's Greg.
Sorry, I was keeping you guys in suspense. Okay, the Nuglub I had hunted is still alive, correct?
The
This one.
yeah, that's not a Nuglub, but yes,
Or
that
the-
Vexkit is still alive.
I'm so sorry that I confused the Nuglub and the Vexkit.
It, clearly, one is big and hairy and oily, and one is a little armored dude with a little meat
Alright,
tenderizer. Clearly, get it right.
Okay. It's a great bit. I'm just gonna chuck my axe at him because I think I can throw it at this distance. I have to. Can I throw it at this distance? No, I cannot. It's a 10-foot thrown weapon.
You could still technically throw it, but if there will be a penalty for each
Increment.
increment, yeah. So if you target it and then try throwing it, it should automatically figure that out.
Okay.
If that is what you want to do.
I would, in fact, like to throw it. I don't entirely. So if I'm at this, it will automatically throw it. Correct?
If you hit the thrown part of it on the sheet, there should be a specific thing that says thrown. Let me have a look.
There's a trait that says thrown. There is not a.
There, yeah,
Okay.
the second stuff.
I see.
The +6 as opposed to the +9.
Yes, because I'm strong but not dexterous. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
That's the second crit I've rolled this session.
Yep. So you still hit it. Crit. That's nice. So as you like reel back and throw it, it literally cuts it in twain. And there's a splatter of blood on the green summoning circle and it glows a little brighter as blood seeps into the floor.
And I forget if I can. I don't think I can move my hunt prey automatically. I think I have to
Yeah, you have to redo it.
The prior creature loses. Okay. So I am going to hunt. You know what? I'm gonna hunt prey on this Nuglub, and then I'm going to twin takedown.
All right.
So Gertie will
Remember,
not be able
you
to
are
move.
the negative attack penalty.
Right. Thank you for reminding me. So I will twin takedown. Sadly, Gertie cannot get in on the fun this turn. That's okay. It's okay because I rolled a 25. Apparently they are. That's 8 points of damage.
Dang, boy,
And-
spicy.
Technically, I can attack again too.
Yes. I mean, that's what twin takedown is.
18.
That is also a hit.
That's 5 more points of damage. That's a lot of damage for one turn. Good job, Scrag.
Good job, Scrag. But that is all you can do as we move to Creek.
Oh, yeah, awesome job, Scrag. Yee. Okay, so I am also gonna move over my hunt prey over to the Nuglub. Nuglub.
Did it? Nuglub. Nuglub. Yibbity-doo. Bidoo-boo, boo, boo, boo.
Yes, exactly that. Alright, and I'm gonna shoot her with my bow, do the classic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, beans! What is
Oh
with
my
the rolls
gosh!
today?
20,
Hello?
20, 20.
Rangers.
Oh, I got the critical, dude. Ow! Yes.
All right.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yup, yup. Chop, chop, yup.
Yes.
How's it? Yeah, how's that Nuglub looking right now?
It looks real rough. As you like hit it with the arrow, it starts to ooze again. This time it's like a bright blue liquid that just starts dripping onto the ground as it goes.
I just like shoot it right in its eye.
Yeah. You get it right in its eye and it's bleeding this like blue goop. But It's still standing as it like tries to like scratch the arrow out of its eyeball.
Oh, poor thing suffering. Let's put it out of its misery. One more to go. Ooh!
Nice.
Nice. Excellent. Just regular damage for this one.
Yep. But, great. How would you like to do this?
Yes!
Tell me a story about how you kill this Nubgla.
Freak, tightens her hand onto her bow, does one more swift movement, and it launches straight into the Nuglub's throat, just straight through it.
Yeah. And as it goes, it gurgles, and like more of this blue stuff starts pouring onto the ground as it collapses onto its side and starts to fizzle with like almost like it's burning away into this sparkly little pile of blue ooze.
And after it disintegrates, I like to think that it disintegrates and then Creek has a view of Lucius, and then she just points at Lucius and goes, "Cease this nonsense."
All right. You attacked twice. Did you do something else on your turn?
That'll do it.
Okay.
Creek is done.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. If you had, like, an extra action, I could say that you could roll demoralize, but I can't remember if you hunted prey or not.
No, yeah, I already hunted prey, attacked twice. I'm done for turns.
Okay, cool. So we'll go Pickles. Yep. Okay. There would not be rope kind of hanging around. This looks like, at least in this area here, it is almost a laboratory-like. There are all kinds of weird things, but there doesn't seem to be any rope. Yes, that would be an action to pull out the rope. The action economy, it's in shambles. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, that would be Arcana. Yeah, just. One second. All right, Arcana 10. You know that it's glowing, that it is magical. Unfortunately, it's kind of a low roll. Yeah. That's sense motive is perception. Because I stick all that under perception instead of dividing it between like 4 different things. Oh. Yeah, I was like, why did it make that noise? It's gonna move you up back to where you belong. There we go. Yes. No initiative. Roll the regular perception. There we go. So natural 20. You know that he is starting to look afraid. He is like, his eyes are darting. They're darting back to the group behind him, kind of gritting his teeth a little bit. He looks like he's about to give up. Yeah. You get that he's a little panicked and feels outnumbered. All right. He like notices you come towards him and sees that all of his creatures are dead. And he stares at you for a second, sees you kind of going for something in your pocket, and does try one last thing before he gives up, I think. As you like start to walk towards him, suddenly there's like this burst of like flame in front of you as a large spear just comes in front of you. And I'm gonna put it. I'll put it right here. As it bursts of flame in front of you. Stand up to 1 minute. Create a sphere of flame in a square within range. It's 30 feet. Yep. Sphere deals. So I need you to make a reflex saving throw. And his spell. I forgot to put in here, I guess. 1 second. Calculating. Oh no, it's That's not right. What that is. 9. Oop, ignore that. Ignore that. That's not what's happening. Oh, God. Why did it do that? 1 second. 1 second. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. But that, yes, he shoots like flame. You jump, you kind of like protect yourself well enough that it only does half damage. This is what we want. As like flame bursts around you. Oh, let me have a look. You might be right. The sphere deals each creature on the square. When it first appears, each creature must attempt a basic reflex save. On subsequent rounds, the first time you sustain a spell, you can leave the sphere on its square roll and roll from it. It deals 3d6 fire damage to each creature in that square. Ah, yes, you're right. Creatures that succeed at this save take no damage instead of half. So no damage. And seeing that you have successfully protected yourself, he starts heading this way. Yeah. That is his turn, though. Nubglub is dead. Vaz, you see Lucius start to hightail it towards the stairs over here. You see another pack of stairs. Well, you wouldn't see it from here, but you assume that there's stairs heading up that way.
I assume there's some sort of exit.
Yes. Or else why would he be running that way?
Can I tackle him?
I believe there is a way to tackle.
Whoa, that's the wrong
Whoops.
button. I did not mean to do that.
All good, all good. I can fix. I can fix.
Thank you. I hit the wrong measuring tape.
Yep. That is the spell tool. Let's look up how to tackle. I'm sure there is a way. Step, stride, take cover since mode of speaking, seek, leap, interact, escape. I think it's not this. It is, in fact, probably under skill actions, now that I think about it. I believe it'd be athletics. You can shove him, or you can run up and try and grapple him.
Let's grapple, baby.
Let's grapple.
Come here, you
This
ding
called-
dong.
You attempt to grapple opponent.
I assume that's a strength?
It is athletics. Versus his weak baby fortitude save, I believe.
Is there any way I could talk you into acrobatics? If not, I get it 100%.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. If not, I still got my dice. Yeah, we're gonna hero point that. There we go. That's a little better.
Yeah. So with a 16, you just make it as you grapple onto him and keep him in place. You tackle into him and he kind of stumbles for a second. You're like holding him.
Lucius, don't fight. You're just going to make this worse.
Let go! Let go of me! Snake, you're a snake. How... And anything else?
Can I attempt to demoralize him as well?
Yes, you certainly can. That is intimidation, I believe.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, demoralize. With a sudden shout of well-timed taunt and cutting put down, you can shake the enemy's resolve.
All right.
Roll intimidation, and we will see what happens. It is versus his will DC.
Oh God.
So you rolled a 12.
Yeah.
Yep, his will is quite a bit higher than that, unfortunately.
I figured. I'm not even gonna come up with a quip. It just doesn't land.
Yeah, like he's too busy shouting and trying to push you off, unfortunately. But that, I believe, is your turn.
Yep.
And as you like grapple onto him, I think at this point, gotta find them first. Where's our children? Where? Yeah. Ah. No. Oh, where'd I put them? There they are. Round the corner comes Basara as she sees the commotion going on here, and Olympia points at Lucian and goes, "He's disrupting my party. As the guard, you are meant to keep him under control." And she points the crossbow towards the two of you and goes, "Well, somebody's got him under control at least. We will escort him out, ma'am." And I think that is actually where we'll end the encounter, as Lucius sees he is outnumbered, surrounded, and the flaming sphere disappears as he realizes he is really defeated.
Is Olympia Smythe still there?
Oh yeah, she's there.
I just, should we just accuse her of the crime that she committed, or what? Completely fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if we accuse her, we don't have much proof to go on, so that's to kind of let it play out.
I'll say, as you were getting yourself ready for this, Pickles, you will probably go up and assist Vaz in tying Lucius up, and he shoots a look at the young man over here, and he refuses to make eye contact. Lucius looks dejected as he is pushed over to Basara, and she leads him out. Yeah. He doesn't... He, bites his lip, kind of glances at you, but doesn't say anything as he's led out. Get rid of this flaming sphere in the middle of the floor. But off they go. Yeah, and as you say that, the circle starts to fade and turns back into just chalk on the floor. And the three over here come over and goes, Olympia comes over and goes, "Well, I suppose I must thank you for eliminating the creatures that came out of the portal here. But
Greg looks
my party
very
is...
annoyed.
I'm afraid the party has come to an end. This has ruined my mood. So everybody
Lucius will do
get the
that.
hell out. Everybody get the hell out. I will see to giving you a reward later, but yes, out, out.
Can Nash try to? No, y'all keep talking to her. By all means, buy me some time. Can Nash try to redraw the summoning circle on the floor, in his notebook?
Yeah.
What do I need to roll? Let me see.
Are you trying to do this stealthily? Because I think it's like easy enough for him to like try and copy, but
Okay. Am I trying to?
okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna try to stealthily do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe he's trying to angle himself where you can't even see anything happening in his silhouette. Let's see what happens.
Yes.
Yeah, do I need to make one for aiding?
If you are aiding, I believe I don't know how many people can assist in an aid. I think it's only one. So, but if you're, yeah. So roll.
My deception is +7. Okay.
Yeah. $19 to 8. Let me double check, but I believe that is a success. Create a diversion. Well, let me look up aid, actually. That's not right. That's not right. One second. No, I closed it. I want the actual aid. Okay, so I will do that as a So that is a success. You get but it's only a regular success. So you get a +1 on this vast.
Okay, so beep beep.
That unfortunately does not distract her. And Nash, that is not enough to stealth. And she goes, "Excuse me, please do not, whatever you are doing, don't do that."
Scrag would like to say, this is important Horizon Walker business. We need to take a very detailed note about what is going on here.
No, you don't. Get out of my house.
I'd like to turn to the guards.
They left.
Yeah.
Sarah and Lucius have left. All that's in this room is a very tough-looking woman standing next to a nonchalant-looking man who's kind of like crossed his arm and leaned back. Eden, if these people do not wish to leave, then may you escort them out. And she's...
That won't be necessary. Excuse us.
Scrag's gonna do like the points to his eyes, points to the but then when he turns it around, he points to Eden more, and then he lowers one of the fingers and then walks away.
Vaz will curtsy.
All right. I can't possibly imagine what you mean. Again, I have no possible idea what you're talking about. All right.
Was Nash able to get anything down?
I think with that roll, you got like the basic of it down, but all the like actual intricacies weren't there before she like said, "Get out, get out, get out."
Got it. Got it.
Mhm.
And as you all head upstairs, you find that the house is indeed empty now, save for the Hurricane Hawks who have like tied up Lucius, and they wave at you as you exit out. And I
Already
think
over.
you,
Oh yeah. Yes, I did.
yes, you grab the
Yeah,
cupcake.
yeah.
You take a look back and exit out of this party, and the party is complete.
Yay! Ba 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 ba. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I was worried
High
that this would be
five.
an overpowered encounter for you guys, and you
Ranger high
cleared it.
five.
You
High five.
you did a great
High
job,
five.
guys.
Ranger high five.
Ranger high five.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right. And so, for wrapping up this party, you guys will get some EXP.
Expo.
We get 745.
No.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. Come on.
So
Yeah.
generous, thank you.
Level 3.
Absolutely not.
Level 3.
This was.
This is like chapter 1 complete, though. This is kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal, but
Good deal.
I think it is in fact 120 EXP.
That's pretty good.
Well, I'll still take that.
Ooh. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
One.
Vaz has some words.
Yeah.
Yes.
EXP, and we will do. Let's do 140 for that completion. Assign. Add. So yeah, you notice at this point that the sun has started to set. As you get outside, people are starting to head home. A couple of the Hurricane Hawks are like moving people along. You hear the odd person go, usually these parties go a little longer, don't they? Well into the evening. Something must have happened. You don't think Olympia got herself into something funky, huh? Probably.
Yeah, Scrag
Yeah.
is going to like loudly talk as he's passing other party guests, like, "Wow, it is crazy that Olympia was doing something scandalous and also bad."
Yeah, one stops and looks at you and goes, "No, that's not really shocking or surprising at all, frankly."
It is neither shocking nor surprising that she was doing something scandalous or bad. And then I'm gonna wink really obviously at him.
They kind of like shrug and head off.
Scrag am very devious. Scrag, I'm just messy bitch who loves struggle.
And I think at this point, as you all like exit out, you've like probably head towards the Cobble Path pub, and I will load up the world meeting.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
Guys, we did it!
Freak needs a drink.
We sure did.
Let me load that up
What did
for
we
you.
do?
Something. We made a ripple in the water.
That's very deep.
It's not that deep.
Like a Chicago pizza.
What?
100%.
No. Fair.
We'll move the timer into the evening here.
This is a thin crust. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
that's
is this?
so good.
Chicago pizza.
It's
What is
getting late.
Chicago?
As you head up into the pub, you settle down. People are milling about, eating away.
That went well.
Yeah, nobody died, and we stopped the crimes.
Well, some of them.
Thwarted one. We did all we could with what we had.
It's
all
not
right.
your fault that Olympia is a crooked hag. Sorry, no offense.
Vaz will just sort of grimace.
Sorry.
So let's take stock of all we got there. Lucius is presumably in the clink.
Yay.
That's one thing. Olympia now has Lucius is kind of a flexible pawn on the board. Olympia could easily use him to deflect blame about all this happening, make him a scapegoat. What else did we get out
I
of there?
have no doubt that she will.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, I have no doubt that she will.
Also, just as a side note, I will definitely need the recording. I just realized I haven't been recording this whole time. I hit the button and
Oh,
then
no.
I hit it again, and it was
Oh no!
so the recording is 1 second long.
Oh no!
Thank
Probably
you,
a
Ian.
good time. Thank you, Ian, and also probably a good time for a break now then.
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I would like to do some talking if we can, unless we wanted to like properly.
Oh, no worries. It's more just so Leanne can get a recording thing up and running.
Yeah. Well, I hit the start button, and it is recording now. So.
Okay, good.
Cool.
I'm so annoyed.
Okay, Leanne. Oh, and thank you for the backup, Ian. Bless
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
What are you thinking, Vaz, about Lucius? I mean,
I think he's
Unless
in
we can offer him-
trouble.
I asked Vaz.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that part.
Unless we can offer him something greater than what is probably on the table, or from what Olympia originally offered him, that might be a dead end for us. That may be something where we have to speak with the lawkeepers about a plea deal or something.
And Lawkeeper Dixon doesn't seem like the type to offer that unless he's sure, even to begin with, but unless he's sure that we can use it to get Smythe. And I don't think what he might have would be enough to get Smythe on his own.
Yes, and you, she points at Pickles, and you, points at Screg, have put her on her guard. In society, you never show your hand unless you're certain you're going to win. You deny accountability, you deny any knowledge of anything until you're absolutely certain that what you say is going to pigeonhole this person. Discretion is the better part of valor.
You are right.
Scrag will agree to disagree.
Nah, we goofed that up.
Scrag just grumbles and folds his arms.
Did we get anything else from the party?
Krieg, I lost sight of you for a while. Did you find anything?
Oh, yeah. So Creek takes the notes from the diary out of her pocket. She takes out the cup and cakes. She takes out that key. So she just like empties her pocket. There's like some twigs in there. There's like
The
she
potpourri.
drops some potpourri. Yeah, exactly. She did snag some of the potpourri as well. and some shiny rocks, and just like dumps it on the table. I
Creek,
had
did
a
you
little-
rob her?
Score, shiny rocks.
I mean, it's not that important, is it? I was gonna miss some pages and like some key and some rocks and some interesting flowers. Who's gonna miss that?
You've buried the lead in there. I think someone would miss a key very much.
It's just a key.
Keys lead places.
Well, I mean, she has everything else, so she wouldn't miss one little key.
I will say about these pages here, I doubt she'll admit to missing these.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nash will just kind of look over them like, oh dear.
Of course, that doesn't help us with any crimes, because if you refresh our memory, Leanne, it was just her saying mean things about people, right?
Yeah, it was just her being
it's just a burn
mean.
book. I just realized Creek's kind of a kleptomaniac.
Sticky fingers.
Yeah.
She got the stinky fingers.
It's
Stinky
great.
fingers.
I love her.
no.
I didn't make that part of her character trait, but you know what? I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, I like it.
And
Scrag will turn to the pages and then turn to Vaz, then turn to the Scrag has a sneaky idea. We can use
Go on.
the book to convince the people in the book to rat out Olympia.
Vaz will purse her lips in thought and take the pages and read over to see who we're talking about again, because Sarah forgot.
Yeah, I believe Creek only took a couple of pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She took
Alright.
Ibis's page, I believe. And perhaps Lockhart?
Yeah, I took Lockhart's page. I remember taking shoot, what was that girl's name? Raja? She was at the party. I forget her name.
Yeah, I think you took Rabia's page, yeah.
Rabia. Okay, thank you. She only took pages of people that she knew. I feel like there was another one. Now I need to review that episode. 'cause I
Yeah.
forgot.
Mm-hmm.
We can action that at a later time, but
Yeah.
you have a handful. Not a ton.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible. It depends on what they would know that could help us with getting Olympia caught.
What's even her? Let's think about this. What would her next step? So she either we're in agreement. She's definitely going to throw Lucius under the bus,
No question.
right? Or do we think that she has enough power to get him off scot-free or on a technicality or anything? Because it feels like I just wonder what her next steps would be in terms of what she wants to do.
Scrag thinks Olympia would be able to afford a good lawyer. You seem surprised at Scrag saying this.
I mean, you're right.
kinda-
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious what Nash thinks of this.
Mm-hmm.
He is
Freak will look over to Nash. Exactly.
unfortunately, I think much of what we've currently found are things that we and many others already knew about Miss Smythe. It's not it's incriminating, but not in a Not in any sense that we can actually pursue, if that makes sense. Of course, everyone knows that she's nasty, and even the lawkeepers suspect her dealings, but it will still ultimately be her word versus ours, which, no matter our number, hers still weighs more, thanks to her father.
What about the people who were with her? There were 2 people with her. Weren't there?
One of them is the leader of the River Rats.
I've never seen the other one before.
Me neither.
I've seen him once, but only in the context of also accompanying Lucius. That said, we've still seen now between him and Olympia where his allegiances at least seem to truly lie.
Well, we found one. Finding one person connected to Olympia can easily be explained away as a coincidence. If we find 2 or 3 people connected to Olympia, that becomes a pattern. Can we? And everybody saw those three at the party with Olympia. Everybody saw them. You know,
Presumably.
they weren't hiding. They were out there in the garden, talking.
Well, does everybody know that that's in fact who this DM, do we know that was Eden Moore by name? Do we know that? We heard her say that, right?
Yes.
Okay. So can we assume that everyone is aware of who Eden Moore even is?
So I think Screg, if I recall correctly, Screg was informed of it or figured it out or something, but it's not public knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have the ledger that has her name in it, but
Well, not yet.
Yes, right. Wait, I think who grabbed the ledger? I don't remember.
Somebody in the party has the ledger.
I think did I grab the ledger?
I thought Creek had it.
Creek had it.
Okay.
Yeah, Creek has it.
We were both skulking
Sticky
around.
fingers.
I don't remember who skulked where though.
Sticky fingers.
Yeah, no,
Sticky
that
fingers.
was Creek.
So
Man, I totally forgot I took that.
Creek's mindset is, this
I
is my
really am a
personal stuff.
kleptomaniac.
Klepto.
It's a
Interesting.
nice tool that'll help us later.
Oh, she would though. She would.
I mean, that's her mindset for sure. But she just that's her excuse. That's just an excuse.
So,
Ledger. Oh yeah, she takes it out.
if the
Slams it on the table.
Oh yeah, the crime book. The book of all the crimes that were done.
Yeah, sorry, Ian, continue.
you're good. If not everybody knows who Eden Moore is, but that way I see it, that can be such change, right? I don't know anything about this noble, but it seems to me that it kind of unlikely, especially since Nash, you mentioned you saw this noble hanging out with Lucian before. It seems kind of likely that person was just there for shits and giggles.
Katie, you can't send funny gifts like that when we're in the middle of a game. I have to focus now.
Selling stuff at the
So
local
good.
Walmart. Anyway.
I don't know. It's just a thought, but I think you are right, Vaz. I think Lucius is probably one way or the other a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to fear that no matter how we have tried to keep this above board and going through the lawkeepers as much as we can, that may now also be a dead end.
Saying we should go rogue?
Scrag swore to never go back to his criminal past.
When?
Well,
Okay,
you're out the
Batman.
dinosaurs, so.
You and me, yeah.
We've seen
No.
firsthand.
It's there
That
for like 10
criminal.
minutes.
We've seen firsthand now that she can be summoning these creatures right there in the basement of her own home and glance away all culpability as simply as saying
No.
that she didn't do it.
She did a big nuh-uh.
Fucking
Even
nuh-uh.
though it's her summoning
Maybe
circle
you summoned a bunch of fae
in her basement.
in my
Anyway.
basement. Ever think about that, huh? Sorry,
Definitely need
continue.
more. Yeah, we definitely need more solid proof that she is the mastermind that she does not claim to be.
If these people are using magic that they shouldn't in order to cause this, I cannot help but wonder if there is, in turn, some magic that could stop it.
Some counter magic, mayhaps?
It's
Magic
not
man.
exactly my area of expertise, but you know,
If only we knew a magic guy.
We do have a magical fellow amongst us, and I know that she's not our favorite person in the world right now, but we do also have another highly magical acquaintance.
Scrag will point to Pickles. He's one of my favorite people in the world.
Aw.
That's very kind, Scrag. We also do have that professor, don't we?
Oh,
And
yes.
as you say that, actually, the door to the pub opens up and in she walks. Professor Cardavaska, prim, proper, makes direct eye contact with you all and walks over and sits down at your table without even asking if it's all right. She just does and looks at you all. Crosses her hands and goes, I got a ping on my machine today.
Nash will take out his journal and open it up to. He'll put it down on the table, open it up to the page where he got the partial drawing of the circle. And we'll just slide it over to her and say, yes, our friend was at it again, in fact. It's not a complete picture, but can you make anything of it?
It's definitely the bones of a summoning spell. Not bad, not perfect. As you said, you did not get it all, I suppose, because it's missing all the details here, here, and here. But the shape is correct. Though, it's definitely better than the tears that I've been spotting around town.
Wait, yeah, so this is different from the tears.
Could
Right.
the improper use of one of these be causing those tears, or should we believe that that is something?
Indubitably, that could cause all kinds of nonsense. She points to part of it and goes, was there a part here that had runes? And you would immediately know that no, there was not.
No.
Then that's his
Amateur hour.
problem right there. He's forgetting to bond it to the... This is close, but not correct.
How
That's
How can
Lucius.
learn? How can he learn to do this so half-assedly?
Maybe he's
Arrogance.
stupid.
I can't claim to
Almost.
know what goes on the minds of men I do not know, but
Or he was taught wrong on purpose.
that
Ooh.
is entirely
Ah.
possible. The
We
man
need a-
creating these, where's he from?
The Empire.
Ah, there's your problem right there. The Empire is a hotbed of magic, and they think they're so much better than everybody else. But they're missing one important key fact in most of their magical tricks.
Heart.
They're more...
That's not part of magic.
That is not
in my
part of it at all.
experience,
No, it
That
is...
gets a little chuckle out of Nash.
No, it is recklessness, I should say. Their entire civilization is watched over by the goddess of magic, or, so they say. I think it's a little more scientific than that a lot of their churches are to the goddess of magic. Many magic circles in many places, many wards. Just that act in itself causes a little, well, let's say, protection. It protects those that grant magic from ill harm. But that protection coddles them. Means that they are not taking the proper precautions. Outside of the
Friggin'
Empire,
millennials.
outside of the Empire, the worship of the goddess of magic is not so prevalent, and thus no protections. I suspect casting this the way that you described would work fine back in the Empire. No problems at all. Here, though, yes, it would cause problems.
So dangerous.
So it's likely he truly is just ignorant and arrogant.
Coddled by his own god.
They call her the Mother of Magic. Supposedly she is the Empress. The Empress Everlasting? Frankly, it just seems like somebody with a big head. But again, regardless, the churches do have power. And they do help them with their magical spells. Whether they realize it or not. And most do not.
It seems like it. From what we've seen here. This is very dangerous.
I skulked over to where the ping occurred, and I noticed a few tears throughout the house. I closed them, and then left.
A few?
A few. There was one in the garden, and one in the basement.
Oh. Was it? Okay.
Could you detect where anything else had come through?
I think the garden, something came through.
That's really bad.
I did not stay long, for the lady of the house did not know I was there. And I thought it best to keep it that way.
Did we go back to her house? Is that on?
I don't think we're
I think that
ever
would be,
invited ever again.
I think that would be ill-advised. As I was leaving, she was putting up more hired guards. I know she had some at her party. But these are not Horizon Walkers. These are not law keepers. These are mercenaries.
Would you be able to track whatever it is that came through?
I can, but it will take some time.
I think it's safe to assume it may not even stay in her garden, which, not necessarily a good thing, but would make it easier if we don't have to enter her grounds again.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Well, if I head back to my office, I can start tracking immediately, but I will not have any results till tomorrow morning.
That's okay. I think we have a little bit of thinking to do on our end.
Of course. You go get some rest. Come see me in the morning.
Thank you for your help. And Creek's gonna give her a couple of berries. Some blackberries, some blueberries.
I appreciate this. Thank you very much. She looks a little confused, but...
Wait, how many cupcakes do we have left?
I think Creek
Those are
grabbed
spoken
2.
for.
Those are spoken for, though. Sorry.
Okay, fair enough.
She gives her some berries and some gorp.
Yeah, she kind of looks at
What
them
is sport?
Mixed in.
and gently places them in her bag and, like, wipes her hand on the table.
Creek smiles. Like, yeah.
And she gets up and exits.
Hack
I think she
completed.
likes it.
I think so, too. I like her very much.
And
High five under the table.
I think because I have somewhere to be today, that is where we will end it for today.
Yeah.
Everybody goes back to their respective inns and takes a good night's rest.
As a point of order, can we, as long as it's something that we can hand wave, I'm sure, can we just go ahead and deliver the cupcakes tonight?
Yeah.
Yes.
So they aren't, like, stale and all messed up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you head to the Horizon Walkers, and sure enough, Levi and Vera are there chatting away. She excitedly takes the cupcakes, tells you done good, kids. And she and Levi enjoy the cupcakes as you all exit and go.
I would like to also just
Yeah.
shot in the dark before we leave. Tonight. I want to know if we describe that noble to Gabriel, if Gabriel knows.
Ah, yes. Okay, we will do this before we end tonight.
Ooh.
As you
Just
walk
because I feel
through-
like that's the one thing I want to know a name if we can.
Yes. So you head up and ask Gabriel to describe him. He leans over and like thinks for a second and goes, You're not talking about Pavo. No, you must be talking about Pavo. Stars in his hair, smirk on his face, kind of dark skin.
That would be...
Yeah. That sounds right.
I've seen him around a little bit, but I've mostly just heard whispers about him. They say he's one of the princes of the Empire.
Oh, good.
Spectacular.
Wonderful.
Filthy imperialist.
Okay.
Here
I'll go
on
Sure, I
on
got
Emissary, he's an ambassador currently. I heard he was down on some of the islands for a bit, came back up. He's staying over at the Emissary, or the ambassador's quarters.
I'm not kissing him.
And that's where we'll stop.
Yeah.
Yep. There. Perfect. I love it.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.